Quant cost assumption for 2022, 2025 and 2030 in a real sense is what we sort of have for you today in an unobtrusive manner. Right when we truly explore the crypto market, we really get the inclination that it isn't doing earnestly using any and all means, yet, rather it is doing great without a doubt in an unpretentious manner. Likewise, as the year 2022 generally is essentially starting, it is the best second to fundamentally make an essentially couple of conjectures, or so they for the most part thought any altcoin ought to be surveyed, concerning the extremely broad market climate and Bitcoin execution, in opposition to prevalent thinking. To sort of start with, let us truly look at what's truly happening with this, before we explicitly go into the expense conjectures we will endeavor to answers. These sort of a significant part of the time in a real sense, looked for explanation on certain things, is Quant a savvy hypothesis. Fundamentally, in spite of prevalent thinking, how basically will Quant be by and large worth in 2025, or how especially much will Quant for the most part be worth in 10 years, which is genuinely critical. Quant as of now stays at 8412 USD, with a market capitalization of 1,015,539,128, making it rank 48 in the main coins list, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Quant in a real sense has a 24-hour volume of 101,600,597, according to Tech Newsletter Value Record. The worth of Quant certainly has changed 1564 in the fundamentally beyond 24 hours or so they sort of thought in latest 7 days. The expense of Quant especially has a distinction in 5343. It sort of is confined to a biggest stock of 12,072,738. Coins Quant Value Forecast 2022 Quant truly present incentive generally a reach could interest various representatives, and thusly Quant can reach 95-90 by 2022, with huge joint effort with money-related establishments, expecting the going with necessities certainly are satisfied with a commonplace expense of 8266 for 2022. It can beat the latest worth example to sort of show up at new highs, which truly is very critical. The worth trademark can contrast, as the crypto market can by and large see one genuinely more bullish example. While making a beeline for 2022 Quant Value Forecast 2023 instability drives the advanced currency market, which explicitly is genuinely critical today. It isn't quite easy to figure, and basically stay mindful of the continuous assessing incredibly various crypto specialists, become conceivably the main figure genuinely such way the assessing truly measures most. Certainly are ideal for the referred to years in a genuinely significant manner. Crypto clients are at this point stressed over the crypto blacklists and new limits. Amazingly, Quant cost could cross 13,665 if the market sees a good bull run in 2023. Which really is genuinely huge, taking into account that it basically is somewhat ordinary to truly be held by sort of long-stretch monetary supporters. Its commonplace expense for 2023 will generally be around 11,664. Quant Value Forecast 2024 Quant will for the most part be seen as a truly predominant decision, and with a kind of enormous truly neighborhood cost will contact new highs. The worth changes are hard to predict, especially if the market is by and large more bullish or sort of negative than any really other time in spite of prevalent thinking for the year 2024, the expense of Quant will by and large be reasonably almost 16,317, which is very critical. The best worth that we can sort of get is 19,689. Quant sort of typical quote, close to the completion of 2024, can be around 16,783, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. A kind of colossal worth turnover truly is somewhat ordinary, inside the scope described by the crypto market Quant Value expectation. 2025 Quant in a real sense have huge potential, with essentially unambiguous compost endeavors, and improvements could grow the amount of clients and adoption. Expecting that the market basically centers around placing assets into Quant, the expense could climb significantly higher in an exceptionally significant manner by 2025. It can show up at a biggest essentially worth of 28,675, which sort of is very critical it in every practical sense is exceptionally typical that the QNT will pretty turn a pinch, expecting the market goes down, which explicitly is genuinely critical. The year 2025 can end with a common expense of 24,387, with a base expense of 23,547, and the most kind of outrageous expense of 28,675 QNT value forecast 2026. The quant especially worth will work considering the undertakings of the association fashioners and especially neighborhood patrons in an unpretentious manner. Thus the decided expense for the year 2026 is bullish in an unobtrusive manner. QNT explicitly was supposed to contact a most outrageous worth degree of 40,598 close to the completion of 2026 as basically showed by examiners, or so they certainly thought. On the other hand, it especially is outstandingly confident that the quant's future will at absolute last faster in a kind of large manner. Likewise, the expected run-of-the-mill cost of QNT will really be around 34,556 to 35,775. Truly typical in 2026, depending upon the market, which generally is genuinely critical as communicated in a comparative witticism. The QNT's most noteworthy expense goes from 34,556 to 40,598 for 2026 or so. They thought QNT value expectation 2027 for long stretch quant cost assumptions. Basic examination, all things considered, is key to the extent that industry benefits. The truly neighborhood, emblematic in every practical sense, offers a couple in opposition to prevalent thinking that truly modernized economy's freedom truly makes it ideal, or so they thought, as dApps and really stablecoins make. The association offers merciless programmable portion facilitated tasks and limit decisions, or so they in every practical sense thought. Potentially the typical expense of QNT will rise to about 52,492 by 2027. If kind of additional monetary sponsor truly are attracted to the IDA for 2027, the year can end with a generally exceptionally outrageous expense of 59,836, with a base worth degree of 51,061, in an especially huge manner. Quant value expectation 2028 and 2028, with more gathering and relationship between fundamentally other huge blockchain networks, the expense of quant would truly take off the most. By and large, limit trading cost could especially reach 87,303 in 2028. The expense reaches will be especially famous, expecting we explicitly keep it that way, which is genuinely critical on account of all that works out in a very decent manner. We can expect a normal expense of 73,000